Hello, GM, and welcome everyone to the Collab.Land Co-op Town Hall, our 25th edition. We are joined today on the Collab.Land side by Angeli and James Young. Both of them are DAO officers for the Collab.Land Co-op, as well as co-founders of Bridge.io, the creator of Collab.Land. The mission of Collab.Land is to create and enable community tools that encourage pro social activity as well as enabling collaboration and positive community interactions. Anjali and James have been strong champions of this mission, and it is, as always, amazing to have them both here. So, welcome, Anjali and James.
Thank you, Chibi. Happy to be here. I saw there was a comment from Knox about when we can do a town hall in Gather. And I know we're going to talk
Oh,
about Gather a little bit toward the end. Nerd's going to talk to us about Gather Town. Are they called Gather Town still, or are they now changed their name to Gather? Do you know, Nerd?
The what?
I think it's still
GM.
GatherTown.
The website's Gather Town, but people shorten it to just Gather.
Oh, okay.
mhm.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
have been making a couple of events. Nerd, we'll talk about those a little bit later. But yeah, if there was a way to record in there, that would actually be probably a lot more fun to watch too, with people like raising their hands and seeing their little icons. That would be cute too. Okay, thanks, Chibi.
Thanks, Chibi. GM.
Noted. Oh, GM. I can. Oh yeah, that was my settings. I could barely hear you, James, but I think it's fixed now for me. So
Awesome.
GM, and welcome. Also, the Gather Town idea is super interesting. I can sure look into it. I think that'd be fun. I'm not sure how it would work. With the rooms, maybe it'd be private, and like when someone steps out, they lose like the audio and stuff. But we can sure look into it. I think that'd be fun. So thanks, Nux, for the suggestion. Additionally, continuing with our introduction for today's town hall, we have I Speak Nerd and Candy joining the panel today. Both of them are incredible Collab.Land comms team members focused mainly on security, community, marketing, and magic. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you, as always,
Thank you.
Chibi. So happy to be here.
Yes. Love to have you guys in here. Indeed. Just one more point to note before we kick off with the conversation. We have a PO-up for today, which will be distributed likely by the end of the call, and we'll be using the PO-up mini app to distribute our PO-up. So we'll guide you through that process once that we get to the PO-up distribution. Very easy process. Yeah, having said that, let's get to our conversation. As Angela mentioned, there's a lot to talk about, so let's jump right to it. And first things first, we've got some alpha and product updates. So for this, let's start with some alpha, and for this, I'll ask Angeli and Nerd to please share those with us whenever you're ready, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, we're starting with product updates. As you know, Collab.Land, we are the Collab.Land Co-op, the Collab.Land DAO. We have a Collab community token, but we're also a service provider. We provide token gating access and community management for over 53,000 communities. And so that product needs to keep on going. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for Collab.Land and the actual Collab.Land core product. What's coming up for that? Bitcoin stamps is coming. So as most of you know, I don't remember if I mentioned it last week or the week before, I'll be speaking at a Bitcoin conference in London on the 19th and 20th. And part of the reason they invited us to speak at the Bitcoin conference is because Bitcoin is coming to Collab.Land. We're very excited about that. We are launching with Bitcoin stamps. There's two different types of NFTs on Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin stamps, which is more of an 1155 approach. And then there's a Bitcoin ordinals, which is their version of the 721. Bitcoin Stamps is almost ready to go. We are in absolute final testing with the group that really brought us this idea. They're called Rare Stamps. And we are going to be doing a Twitter Spaces with them on Thursday. Candy, can you tell us when and where people can find us for that?
Absolutely. And I am currently in the process of getting the tweet tweeted or posted or yeeted or whatever we do now that Twitter is X. But it will be at the normal collab community time at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. So if you give me like another minute, I'll be able to post the link directly to that space here in the chat. And then you can all set the reminder and stuff, which is pretty exciting, I think. We are looking forward to extending Collab.Land even further throughout the Web3 ecosystem.
Yeah, that I think is awesome. As you know, we just launched Base as our 26th blockchain. So now we're going to have Bitcoin as our 27th blockchain. That reminds me, Candy, we should do an announcement for that too. Collabland comes to Bitcoin. Not just
Absolutely.
necessarily. Yeah, we have to remember to talk about that too. So that's happening with Bitcoin Stamps. Like I said, that's kind of their 1155 version if we want to compare it to what we've got on ETH. And so that's going to be a huge deal. Join in on Thursday. These guys, I will tell you, I met them in Lisbon at the NFC Lisbon conference. Cleveland had a booth. I was the one and only person at the booth the whole time. So I got to meet everybody. And they came up and started talking to me about it. And they actually started in Ethereum and then brought this to Bitcoin. And so they're a really interesting group of people. I thought they were really inspiring and kind. And I just think they're great guys. And they come from Ethereum and now they're doing these Bitcoin stamps. So I would definitely check it out if you're interested or if you've thought about what the heck is this NFT situation on Bitcoin and you've been curious about that. Let's ask them a couple of questions and let's see what they're about and get some education from them on that. So that's exciting. So that's Bitcoin stamps. Bitcoin ordinals are also coming. We are working with a community out of India called Zo House. ZO House, and they are helping us with Bitcoin ordinal gating when we are moving into a completely new chain, completely new assets, we like to partner with communities that want it and need it. And so we met Zohouse. They also want and need um, gating based on Bitcoin ordinals. So they're helping us test and guide, and we are following their lead when it comes to learning about Bitcoin ordinals. So they're going to be the first community using us. And when we do launch Bitcoin ordinals, we'll probably do a Twitter Spaces with them as well. So Candy, we have to remember to do that and set that up. But Bitcoin ordinals are going to definitely be coming out before October 19th, because that's when I'm going to be launching and talking about it in London at the Bitcoin conference. So I can guarantee you that we will have it before the 19th, but we're thinking next week, probably before the end of next week. Okay, so that's the Bitcoin exciting stuff. 27th blockchain, Collab.Land's coming to Bitcoin, and we've got stamps ready to go by Thursday, and we're going to get ordinals ready to go by next week. So that's very cool. We're very excited. Again, it's like wherever people want to build community, whatever chain they want to build community, whatever assets they want to use to build community, we're there for them. And this is community-led development. So if you have an idea, if you have an interest, come talk to us, send us a support ticket. That's really how it starts. Meet up with us at a conference and tell us what you're thinking and what you need, and then we can see what we can do about it. So that's Bitcoin. Next, similar demand has come for friend.tech gating. As you know, Friend.Tech has really captured the imagination of this period of time, which is very, very exciting. We're happy to see people building in the space. A lot of new people are building on top of Friend.Tech. We see so many different types of Friend.Tech clones happening and opening up on all different chains. It's very cool. It's very much feeling like the NFT situation where you've got NFTs kind of starting in one place and then moving on into other chains. And now most chains, if not all chains, look, we just talked about Bitcoin, have NFTs. And so in the same way, we're seeing interest in friend.tech gating as well, and really this type of social token, individual creator kind of tokens happening. And there's interest in that, and so we're happy to do that. This all started with a request from our very first Collab Care customer. So when you are a Collab Care customers, we get to meet with you, we talk to you about what your needs are, and if it's something that we can do, then we're happy to accommodate. So this request for friend.tech based gating came from a Collab Care customer, and that lets you know that how much we really care about our Collab Care customers. And we're eager to hear and have a relationship with you. Okay, so that's friend.tech based gating. And I see there's some conversations going on. I don't know. I can't really follow them while I'm talking, but let's see. Is there anything here that I need to answer about this? It says, it's funny if you token gate here for friend tech, there isn't much point of going to the real app, is there? Well, I mean, the real app, their chat is different than token gated like Telegram chats. And because I did try friend tech initially, and I do think it's a cool concept, and obviously it's captured everyone's imagination. So definitely there's a lot of interest in it. But there, when I was using friend tech, it was like I could talk individually one-on-one to people, but there wasn't a group. And so if you're interested in having, if you're just a holder, for example, of Knox's key, and you want to have a community for Knox's key holders, you can do that. So I would think that token gated chats that are made up of holders might serve a different purpose than maybe the original purpose um, in what's happening over there. Is there interest in friend.tech? Is there interest in Ponzi that is buying and selling shares? Well, that's a really good question. Like, what do you call group buying? What do you call holding? I mean, we just saw Dumb Money over the weekend where they were talking about GameStop and how all the holders got together and held. Is that a Ponzi? What's not a Ponzi? I mean, now with the wars that are coming up, are we going to see the government now printing more money? Is that a Ponzi? I don't know. The word Ponzi has become I don't even know how to describe a Ponzi anymore because what isn't a Ponzi? It's just become kind of crazy. All right, so that's what's happening with friend.tech. So we have Bitcoin coming, we have friend.tech gating coming. So these are just going to be new features that are going to be added to our core services. These aren't going to be mini apps. They aren't going to be opportunities. The admins don't need to add them. If you want to start gating based on Bitcoin, or if you want to start gating based on friend.tech, you're going to be able to do that directly from the command center. So if you've thought about that, if you have a community that's been thinking about that, then you can let them know that that's coming. Okay, so those are really the bot updates. Maybe we move down to Nerd really quickly to talk about Gitcoin Passport, and then I can talk about my final topic, since I think Gitcoin Passport is also going straight into the command center. Is that true, Nerd?
Yes, yes. We have Gitcoin Passport TGRs coming. They're live on testing right now on QA. So basically, if you're not familiar with Gitcoin Passport, it's a T farmer civil protection. So if you guys have heard of, airdrop farmers, this is a way to combat those kinds of those people and teams that do that sort of stuff. As a way to combat that, you use something like Passport, which is a privacy protecting civil detection tool. Basically, what it is. We're testing the community testing grounds. We started yesterday, I think 2 days ago, maybe 2 days ago, we started testing those in that testing server. So if you want to help test that stuff out before it goes live on prod, just let me know. Ping me. And integrate with Passport, because that is Gitcoin's a really valuable and aligned project with doing a lot of really great work around building and funding open source software, and we really are excited to be working with them. Even in a small way with Passport. Super cool stuff.
Awesome, thank you. And again, admins don't need to install anything to start using Gitcoin Passport TGRs. It will already be an expansion of the command center, regardless of any opting in.
Yeah, that's correct. It's just it becomes one of the TGR drop downs for token types that you can select inside of the command center. There's nothing to install for this one.
Wonderful. For those of you that are new and maybe not admins, we have a web portal for admins called the Command Center. That's where you can go to set up your access gating for either your Discord community or for your Telegram community. And so you're going to be able to use Bitcoin, you're going to be able to use friend.tech, and you're going to be able to use Gitcoin Passport now right out of the box as part of an expansion of the Collab.Land system. So we're very excited about that. And so it's not a mini app. You can just start using it. And that is coming when? Is that also coming next week, or do we have a date on that, Nerd?
Very, very soon is all I can say. We don't have an exact date, but it's like sometime this week, likely.
Okay, cool. So if you have been thinking about incorporating Gitcoin Passport, it's coming to Collab.Land. So that's something that you can plan for. All right, next we're going to talk a little bit about project initiatives. Before I get to the project initiatives, which are really our revenue generating initiatives, I'm going to talk a little bit about our contributions. And our contributions is something that we came to after a lot of thought over how we were going to move towards sustainability. And we have a lot of different approaches. You know, we've launched Collab Care, we've launched Collab.Land VIP, and another one is going to be called contributions, which is this. We are choosing a Wikipedia style approach. Instead of saying, hey, everybody, all communities, in order to continue using our core services, we are going to start charging a whatever $7.99 a month fee, $10.99 a month fee. Instead of doing that, we are going to make it a Wikipedia style approach, which is this. If 10% of our communities contribute to paying for Collab.Land, even at $10 a month, then that will cover the infrastructure costs for all of our communities. So why don't we all work together, however way you want? It could be as a community member, as it can be as an admin member, it can be as a fan of Collab.Land and someone that wants to see a community a community project that does not monetize user data, that wants all user data to go back to the individual, that is working to continue to support crypto communities. We're always doing that. That's really the main goal of our business, is to encourage individuals and admins to be able to work together to reduce coordination and make great things together. If you're a fan of that, then you have an opportunity coming soon to contribute to Collab.Land in the same way you can to Wikipedia. And I will tell you, Wikipedia has been a real model for me on this, because when I go to Wikipedia and it says like if 3% or if 2% of all people who use Wikipedia gave a contribution to Wikipedia, it would support Wikipedia for everybody. And I was like, what a fun way to do this, which is like a community minded way to do this, which is if people want Collab.Land to remain free, we're adding Bitcoin stamps and we're adding Gitcoin and we're adding friend.tech, and we have so much more coming. We're going to be adding so many more chains. If you want to see Collab.Land stay relevant, if you want to stay it being useful, if you want it to be accessible, if you want it to be inclusive, if you want it to be available for people regardless of how much money they have to start their project, give our Wikipedia style approach a chance. And that page is going to be coming out probably in the next week or two. We're trying to be really thoughtful about it with all of the other ways people are spending and contributing right now, especially with some of the challenges that are happening all over the world that are weighing deeply on our hearts. And so we want to be as sensitive as possible to that. And so we may give it another week or 2 weeks and see how we feel in terms of the sentiment, because we know that people's funds are going in different places right now to maybe support other humanitarian needs that are extremely important. Now, so that's the Collab.Land contributions, and it is going to be completely opt-in. Again, it's really, if you want to see us do what we're doing, then come on down and support so we can continue to stay free for everybody else. Okay, so that's Collab.Land contributions. How we got there really is not wanting to charge everybody. Let's not charge everybody and let's give this a chance. And so that's kind of where we got that. Collab.Land Care, as you know, that is launched already. It is available right through the command center. And we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the town hall, which is once you sign up for Collab Care, you get to be in a dedicated support server with our team. You get to have up to 10 members of your own team join. You get pretty much 24/7 personalized support. Like our Collab.Land team is all over the world. And so there's always going to be someone checking it out, checking to see if you're having an issue, seeing if we can help, alerting the rest of us so that we can get it resolved right away. Instead of going through support tickets, which we still all care about, if you're the kind of project or the kind of team that wants that 24/7 dedicated support, join Collab Care. When you join Collab Care, we meet with you. We'll meet with you monthly, but we meet with you right away to ask what your needs are, to talk about how we can better serve you. And that's how we came up with this Friend.Tech gating, because this originally came from our very first Collab Care customer. We also are going to be launching Collab Care Plus. We get a lot of inquiries for, hey, do you have developers that can build this for us? Do you have developers that can you help us with something? Like we need to have our staking contract added to the Collab.Land command center. Can you help us with that? Well, the answer to that before has been no. No, we can't help you with that. You need to find your own developers. However, with Collab Care Plus, you can get up to 5 hours of dev work for that service. So as that subscription is going to be available coming soon, Collab Care Plus, you get all of the Collab Care 24/7 help, and you get 5 hours of development work for anything such as staking contracts. So we're very excited about that. And now I am going to tag James to talk about the rest of the subjects. Give me 1 second.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if he has, if he's all ready to go. Are you all ready to go, James?
I am, and I am super excited to talk about the member portal, if that's okay.
Let's go. Absolutely. Please go ahead.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, we have this member portal that we're launching during the AI team research meetups. I actually showcased the beginning kind of iterations of the member portal. And what I also did was showcase our first mini app, which is a trading bot inside of Telegram. Sorry, 1 second. I'm hearing my own echo. So with the member mini apps, we're going to be able to not only showcase some of the mini apps that we're creating, like the Telegram trading bot, but we're also going to support third-party devs, similar to how we have the command center. So in the command center, we have mini apps that admins install. Now, what we're going to do with the member portal is we're going to have mini apps that members can install. So we're working through the API, the SDKs that are needed to require third-party devs to create member mini apps. And one of the big ideas that we have with the member portal is that we want these member mini apps to be able to communicate with one another. And that was one of the main reasons why I showcase this in the AI research team meetup, is that once we have onboarding solved and scalability solved, what's going to be really important is that we equip members of Collab.Land to be able to automated way. And why is that important? Well, that is important because when you have those that are new to crypto trying to buy NFTs or tokens, they're coming into an environment where there are a lot of professional traders. And the advantage that these professionals have that come from like Wall Street or from these hedge funds is that they can automate things. So there are these type of programmers called quants that do high frequency trading. And what we want to do is not only make it easy for Collab.Land members to onboard and to trade, we want to level the playing field. And this is where the advancements of AI come in, where you can actually have your own AI agent be your like quant for you. And we really think that that is part of, Collab.Land's value of not only trust and safety, but also extending that so that, like, if you're not really understanding trading or crypto, that you have this environment where you can start learning what it means to uh, trade into crypto. So this is why we're having our first mini app be a trading bot. It's going to be totally non-custodial, and I just came back from a dev sync up meeting, and we're on the verge of fixing the last few bugs, and we're going to have an alpha. Right now, it's an internal alpha. But we'll be alpha testing very soon, and we have limited spots. And so, if you're interested, please let us know if you want to be on the wait list. And so that's going to be our first kind of foundation where you can start trading. And once we have these other mini apps and we can support third party devs, we're going to make sure that these mini apps can interoperate with each other. And this, again, this is where the AI aspect, where AI serves as the glue to connect these different member mini apps together, is going to come in. And we're very excited by that. We have a quest system that also we think is going to be very, very important, because we want to make sure that once you can easily get a smart account and you can trade easily, we want to make sure that there are these fundamentals that you can learn. And the quest system is the best way to be able to educate everyone. So we're going to be treating this like a game. And we hope that that's going to be the most fun way of being able to not only get through and understand trading and crypto, but also in a collaborative environment work together. So with these quests, there are going to be leaderboards and a bunch of other things that we're really excited to release. One of our apps that we're going to be releasing is what we're calling Vibes. And this is going to allow us to uh, get members to advocate for one another, give vibes to each other. I don't want to disclose too much, but essentially what it is going to be a reputation system and the beginning of reputation. And I've talked about this in our AI meetup before, is that, with AI, it's a great opportunity, but also there is a flip side or a downside to AI. And this is where reputation and identity is going to be super important, because with crypto, you're going to want to know if you're talking to the real person or if it's a deep fake, and etc. And through verifiable credentials, you will be able to leverage cryptography to verify people. And yeah, we're going to be discussing a lot of this more in depth in our AI research meetups. So I want to give a small plug for that. That happens every other Monday. We had one yesterday. So we're going to have our next AI meetup on the 23rd of October at 10:30 Mountain Time, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you have the time, please join. If not, you can catch the recordings, and hopefully you'll be able to learn more. And if you're interested again in the member portal and being a beta tester for the trading bot, please sign up in the Collab.Land Discord.
Thank you so much, James. Just to mention it again, we dropped it in the chat, but if you're interested, you can let us know in I believe the general chat or the state chat if you're there right now, and tag Nerd so that he can add you to the private thread where we'll be communicating with you and letting you know about any updates and when the alpha begins. So, again, if you're interested, please let us know. You can tag Nerd and let him know. And this would be for the Telegram trading bot. So, as used to mention, you'll need to have a Telegram account, but we'll share more details as we go. Again, thank you so much, James. Um, I am loving our AI research team meetups. There's a lot of alpha that James shares with us and demos, and it's just very exciting to see how all of this is coming together, and just very excited about this. So thank you, James. And I actually had to drop off to Twitter Spaces. But this would be all for our alpha and product updates. Lots of things happening and lots of things coming very soon. So yeah, do get to hear those here first, and of course, we'll keep you posted also in our announcements channel. Um, Again, just very excited about all of these initiatives and all of the progress that the team has been working on. So, all right, I think that with this, we are good to talk about our next topic for today's town hall, and that would be our latest bot updates. So for this, I'll ask Candy if you can please share with us um, these updates that have been assigned to our cute A spot.
Absolutely. So, as you've heard, we're doing a lot of building. We're always doing a lot of building. We're getting better about talking about that building, and that is really exciting because it's hard for people to cheer for you and support you if they don't know what you're doing. So, here we are sharing. And two of the things that we have recently updated the Collab.Land bot with, specifically in the mini app marketplace, is the introduction to paid bots. And you all have seen that, up till this point, all the bots were free for the mini apps within the marketplace. And now we have two paid mini apps, the role composition and the guest pass. And that is exciting because, as Anjali was talking about, kind of this is the sustainability of Collab.Land. Things like this help contribute to the sustainability for infrastructure and team and such. And so that is really exciting, which brings us to another reminder that if you are looking to build mini apps with Collab.Land and distribute them on the marketplace and, for free or paid, that is an option. We invite you and encourage you to do that. And I have linked in the chat the docs to help you get started with building mini apps to integrate with Collab.Land. So that is something that we are super, super excited about.
Amazing. Thank you, Candy. We had announced this quite a while ago, so it's exciting to see how collab tokens are starting to be used for more things, and that's the plan, short term, let's say. And great. I think this is all for pod updates. Our very first two paid mini apps, and I believe there's more to come, but of course, we'll keep you guys posted and give you all a heads up before then. Now, I think that we have some more updates, and this is when it comes to the Collabland Co op.
This is my
So I
favorite update, Chibi.
the Collabland Co op. There,
Specifically, I hope Nerd hits us with the best phrasing ever because this needs to be a thing. I'm ready.
agreed. Yes, let's go. I'll let Nerd take over to talk about some of the latest updates when it comes to our co-op.
Hey, GM, y'all. This is small grants. Small grants here, y'all. What the small grants? Great question. I'm so glad you. This is what we discussed at the last OS sync call last week ago. Small grants, aka the booty, where
I love it.
we have 82 million collab to the down the air. 82 was claimed by members of the community. So we can do something with that collab, or a portion of that collab, in order to get things going in the DAO. I'd like to be able to, reward members stuff, incentivize new small, and put this. Hey, can y'all hear me? Am I back?
You
Am
I
I
are.
back,
can
y'all?
hear you. Mhm.
Okay. My computer is being funky. The basically, where was I? Yeah, we wanted this in a 3 out of 5 multi-sig. Yes, never lost you. Okay, thanks, Knox. 3 out of 5 multi-sig with 2 team members and 3 community members. And so people can apply beyond that small grants committee. We're going to be setting something up for that later this week, and looking to put this through as a DAO proposal. Hopeful, ideally, next Friday is when we're looking at putting this up on for token voting for this small grants proposal. Um, and yeah, we have a couple ideas for how we're going to fit this all together, and specifically want this to be sustainable. So there's some math involved in how much collab can be requested through the small grants committee each time, and we want to make these more accessible, and not like these aren't necessarily large defined fully defined initiatives, but still want to make sure people have some KPIs for what they're trying to do with these things, and enable more community action on the distribution of these things. So yeah, be on the lookout for that stuff. Discussion is going to be happening in the DAO General channel um, as we move forward with this. Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed.
You love to see it. I want to ask you,
Let's fucking
Nern.
go, team!
We really need the soundboard in here. But
I
I
need the
wanted to
soundboard,
ask
yeah.
you, Nern, for sure when they scored. Okay, question real quick. If people want to apply to be on the small grants committee, um, where can they do that? Can they reach out to you directly to let you know? Do we need to tell them some of the requirements to do that, or what's going to be expected of them?
It's
Or I
basically,
guess, how can they, yeah, let you know?
I think right now, basically, it's similar expectations for being a delegate. So if you're not signed up to be a token delegate yet, you should definitely do that. And that kind of would cover, I think, basically like your candidate statement, and why you want to be involved in things. And then we'll have some, probably just kind of one account, one vote stuff in Discord for that, for those, so that we don't have to put it up for a full token proposal. But definitely, if you want to be involved in that, yeah, let me know. Ping me. We'll throw a group together here in Discord. We'll throw a thread together just to keep track of people who want to be on that poll. And then make sure you create your governance delegates statement. And I'm dropping a link to that as soon as I get a title on this post. Create your
Sounds good.
governance delegate statement. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
All right. Great info. Thank you so much, Nerd. Let's see. If is there anything else that would like to share when it comes to the co-op updates? I believe there's a next Taoist thing scheduled for next week,
Just
so maybe let's share that.
yeah,
Mhm.
we do have, oh god, my throat.
Oh no, one
Yeah, we do
water.
have a Taoist sync scheduled for next Tuesday. So I'll drop the link for that in chat as well. If you are in this call and you have not registered to vote, if you haven't delegated your tokens to yourself, you should definitely do that, because you will not be able to vote in the on-chain proposals in the future. That is too large. I want 3 hashes on it. Let's make that smaller. There we go. You definitely need to register to vote and delegate those tokens to yourself if you haven't done that yet. I think we have like 25, 50 accounts, something like that, registered. So there was a lot of people who got left out of the first proposal, the mission, vision, values, because they hadn't done that. So if you're on this call, go do that and register to vote. And that's just, again, delegating your tokens to yourself. Follow the directions that are posted in Charmverse there. Yes, and then the Taoist Sync is scheduled for next Tuesday. And anyone who wants to join that, keep abreast, keep updated on what's happening for those things, and follow up, maybe get involved in some of these work streams and being involved in the process of creating all the stuff that we're doing. Then you should show up to that Taoist Sync call, which is going to be, again, a week from today. Pretty much now, a week from today. You should definitely show up to that. And Knox says, yes, you could delegate to yourself, or if you don't want to be paying that much attention to governance, then delegate to someone else. You can definitely do that as well. We have all sorts of delegates, and they're all listed in our delegate list with their delegate statements on the forums. Um, Great point, Knox. Thanks.
Great info. Thank you so much, nerd. And I'm looking forward to our next Taoist Sync. Important things are being talked in those, and you can all be part of it. So you're all invited, of course. You can find all of the information in the Discord event that Nerd just sent. If you click the event details, you can find some more info. And there's also the Zoom link because we're hosting those in the Zoom. So again, you are all invited. Looking forward to the next one. Now, maybe this is a good time for the Bow app. What do you guys think? I think we should get to it real quick. And I have a note for the Bow app. Knox, I see you there. And I love your feedback, and we are planning on implementing it. But for this bow up, this is like the last one that we're going to be using this template with, and I wanted it to be an even number. So I hope that you like it, and just know that your comments and feedback are appreciated and noted. But let's get to the bow up right now before we move on with our last section for the town hall. So if you guys are ready, oh, I know, Nux. But noted, really, and we'll work on a new template for the upcoming town halls. Okay, again, let's get to the POAP real quick before we move on. And for this, we'll be using the POAP mini app. So that's with the slash command POAP claim. So slash POAP claim. You can write it in the state chat or any of the other chats of the server, should work in any of those. So slash POAP claim, and today's claim phrase is contribution. All lowercase, no spaces in between. That single word, contribution. I have sent the command in the state chat as well so that you can click it. Should be easier. That will let you use it. Then you write down contribution, hit send, and you receive a code to claim your POAP. This was meant to be a sunset. I'm not sure. It was kind of difficult to put it all in the circle, but I hope that you can see it and I hope that you like it. I thought that the colors were cute. So, yep. Once more, let's repeat it one more time just in case. Awesome, Nerd was able to claim successfully. But let's repeat it one more time in case that anyone missed it. So for today's POAP slash POAP claim, and the secret phrase is contribution. Oh, yay. Mhm. Yeah, POAP has been doing some changes with their interface, and I think things are a bit easier now. At least they look cuter. I do like them as well. Much easier now. Yeah, I can agree. Claimed amazing. All right. Yeah, I think we can repeat the code by the end of the call again, just in case. But with this, we are ready to talk real quick about community and events. So let's get to those. And first, we've got our dev deep dives. We will share the Discord event real quick and the state chat. Oh, thank you, Nux. Really appreciate the comments and any feedback. That's how we grow and that's how we change. And change is good in my opinion. Um, okay, sorry about that. Dev Deep Dives, we're sharing the Discord event in the state chat so that you can RSVP to it. These are hosted every other week by our very own CTO, Raymond Fang. Our next one is going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, October 11th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. So same time as town halls. You will get a very cute a special pop for attending. So you are all invited to join. Bring your questions. Raymond would be more than happy to assist you with any dev questions. So just to mention that. Next, we have our Collab community Twitter spaces. And I saw that there's a link to this already, so I added it to the Discord event as well. But Candy, can you tell us, and I know that we talked about it briefly, but can you tell us a little more about the topic and who we're going to have as guests for this week's Twitter spaces?
Absolutely. So let me paste this link into the chat again because it's ready now. So on Thursday, Twitter Spaces at 12:30 or 1:30 p.m. Eastern, um, which always comes with POAP also, by the way. We are going to be having Universal IO, who's the creators of the Rare Stamp Set XYZ platform, joining us to talk about the excitement that is Collab.Land moving into the Bitcoin ecosystem. And I know this is something we noted is still a work in progress. We are super close and going to be, releasing this hopefully this week to make sure that it is all up and running. But being able to token gate with assets on Bitcoin is something that is really exciting. It opens up the door for the Bitcoin stamps, rare stamps, and then ordinals shortly thereafter. So those are things that are going to be covered in this space, and it's exciting that we are able to have some members of their team join us too, because this really was a community-led development project, between Collab.Land and these communities, being able to have a solution to help curate communities within the Bitcoin ecosystem. So definitely exciting stuff, both because of the space and just because of the progress that it celebrates.
For sure. Really looking forward to this one. And you guys can find all of the details in the state chat. Hit the interested button if you'd like to RSVP to it. Um, you can also RSVP by using Sesh. So if you click on event details and sign up link, it will take you to the Sesh post. There's some more information, and you can RSVP to get notified when the event is getting started. So thank you, Candy, so much. Again, this is happening this Thursday. Really looking forward to it. Next, we've got our media team meetup. These happen every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, so same time as our town hall. And we are, I at least am very excited to discuss and share merge updates in these meetings. So if you want to give your feedback, you guys may or may not be aware, but along with Knox, we are working on a merch store. So there's a lot of progress happening there, and we have some samples of merch that we're just very excited about. So if you want to be part of these conversations, to give your feedback, suggest new designs, maybe you can join our media team meetups. Again, these are on Friday. Let's drop the link in the state chat. in case that you are interested, everyone is welcome to attend, of course. There we go. We also get to share our weekly alpha in these meetups. Um, they're usually related to stats, things that are happening in Collab.Land that we don't usually share um, in like our social media and things like that. So you get to hear it here first. Well, we like to talk about those and to share those with the selected group of people that are interested in our media team. So that's for Media Team Meetup. Again, you can find the Discord event in the state chat for more information and to hit interested if you would like to attend. Next, last but not least, of course, we've got our Collab.Land DAO after party sessions. I must say, I really have a great time with this. I'll let Nerd talk a little bit more about this and share the invitation for the next one. But they've just been really fun. So, Nerd, when you are ready, can you please share with us what these after parties are about?
Yeah, the after parties are super fun. It's a great way to come in and just kind of socialize and get to know other people in the DAO, and a low pressure way to play some games with us, see each other's faces, get to know each other, and acculturate. So super fun. On Friday, this past Friday, we had Knox, Momoki, and Psych joined us to play some games in Gathertown. We played. What did we play? We ended up playing top four, I think, where Knox actually, I think, got second place. Actually beat beat some of the team members, and knowing the other team members was crazy. Uh, uh, you did so well. So you can RSVP for that and come in and join GatherTown. Um, Play some games with us. We've also got like competitive Tetris where I don't know. I really want to see someone who can beat Agnes because she is way too good. She's way too good at Tetris. She destroys me every time. So I'm looking for someone to challenge her. And then we also have like code names and two other games whose names I'm forgetting right now. Oops is great at Tetris. Ooh, okay. I want to see the Oops Agnes Tetris showdown. I want to see that. Yeah, exactly. When Oops v Agnes. When exactly. Uh, but it's super fun. It's super fun. You should all definitely come out to that on next Friday. Next Friday is the next one. Just hit that interested button for that one. It's got the link to GatherTown, so you can join as a guest and play with us. It's going to be fun. Hope to see y'all there.
Course. Thank you, Nerd. I think it's a great way to end the week. I think it's really fun and relaxing. And you also get to have your little character just walking around, which I find really cute. So yes. Again, thank you, Nerd, for sharing this and inviting us all to the next one. I will absolutely be there and hope to see you guys in there as well. All right. Wow, that was all for today's town hall. Again, lots of things happening. Lots of things happening. But we will, of course, keep you all posted on anything happening in the Collab.Land ecosystem. So, really excited to have you guys here. Um, I want to mention just a couple of notes before we wrap things up. First, just in case that anyone missed it, the secret phrase to claim today's POAP is contribution. So all lowercase with no spaces in between, contribution. And we're using the POAP mini app, so that's with the slash command, POAP claim, and then you write down contribution. Then hit enter and you receive a code to claim your POAP. Amazing. Also, we talked about this maybe two town halls ago, but Collab.Land has its very own VIP services. So if you know of any projects in need of assistance getting started in the Web3 space, please have them check our website. All of the information is in there. So that would be vip.collab.land. Sending it in the chat as well, just in case. There's a handful of services that we offer with this. A lot of customizable things that we can do for any projects in need of these services. So just to put that out there, again, if you know of any projects in need of this, please share this link with them. Pass along the information. We really appreciate it. Lastly, all of the recordings of our events can be found in our YouTube channel and also in our recordings post. So I'll send that in the state chat as well. You can follow the post if you like, and you will see whenever there's a new message, a new recording. And you can also check all of the previous recordings in case that you missed any event that you were interested in attending. All of those should be in that channel. Lastly, thank you so much for joining today's town hall. Really, really glad to see you guys today. Stay tuned to our events and our announcements channels. We post any and every update and exciting announcements in those, as well as events that we are planning on hosting. So again, thank you so much. Thank you, Candy James. Well, Angeli left, but we left her a message thanking her for all of the updates and exciting alpha. And thank you, nerds, so much for joining today. It's been amazing having you guys here.
Thank you so much for hosting. Love being able to share all the stuff we're doing with the community. Super awesome.
Thanks, Chibi. Thank you for hosting. Great job.
Thank you, Chibi. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. As always, we appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang out with us and see more about what's going on with Collab.Land.
For sure. We will see you guys next time. Again, truly appreciate you all joining. And yeah, hope to see you tomorrow for our dev deep dives. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.